Hello. I'm in a very good mood. I'm in a disturbingly good mood for a Wednesday, probably because I'm talking about gin. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I feel like I've not been on a Wednesday evening live. Oh, for about a week. Probably about 2 weeks. So if you are watching, if you are joining us this evening, and I appreciate it was a relatively short notice, like I only told you today. I haven't done weeks worth of promo. If you want to say hi, tell us where you are and what you are drinking. And we're streaming on Sip and Share pages, all of them, all the Sip and Share pages, and on our lovely friends, Cheshire Botanicals. Woo, got new friends. So today we are talking to Paul and Holly from the Cheshire Botanicals team about, now there's not a lot left in my bottle, which I'm both proud and ashamed to say, as I only got it last Friday, and I've got quite a healthy collection. We're talking about Nantwich Gin. No. Oh yeah, guys, you're gonna have to remember the camera's the other way around. It'll freak you out. The team are sat down there, waiting and ready to go. And we are also going to announce the winner of the competition. Yay! Because I've just picked the winner of the competition at random. So I'll tell you a bit about that as well. So let me bring on the team. Hi, team.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we on this fine Wednesday?
We're good. How are you?
Everyone all right? All right. I've not got much left, have I?
Oh, surprised you've got any at all.
That's gone down quite a lot. I was really annoyed at myself the other day because I had a couple of these, then I moved on to another one, and then you should stop. That should have been it then, but I didn't. I then poured another one of this, and I didn't finish it, and I was so angry because we all know how it went last Friday. So what was I doing at like 11 o'clock at night, pouring a new one, not finishing it? I was ashamed of myself, Holly. Anyway, hello, lovely. Introduce yourselves for us. Tell us what's your name, where'd you come from, what do you do, as Scylla would say.
Okay. I'm Holly. I'm the director and head distiller at Cheshire Botanicals.
I'm Paul. I look after the horticultural botanical side, and do lots of odd jobs for Holly.
Nice way around, like that. So tell us about Cheshire Botanicals, how long we've been going, where's this all come from? You've just boom, you've just appeared, you on every Facebook group because we live near each other in Nantwich. You just appeared, and then we've had launch. So who are you? Where's this all come from? Give us a bit of the background whilst I make one. Tell us a bit about it.
We've actually been looking at this for quite a few years, and the last 2 years we probably put more time into it because Holly was at university before then, and I've been working with botanicals for a few years, longer than I care to mention, really. But so we did come up with the idea some time ago, and it was one of those where you thought, is the demand for gin going to decrease? And there was really no evidence of it. So having had the opportunity to get together and plan it properly, we switched it on this year. Perhaps not the best timing, but then again, because we've all been based at home, we've had time to perfect the recipe, or Holly has, and hence the launch.
And is this a family affair?
Yeah, it certainly is. And third director Debbie is in the background here.
Paul, move your head over. We've got half a face. You look like a man of mystery. Otherwise, there we go.
Well, you're probably better off with how I was, really.
No,
anyway,
that's great. So we've been thinking about it for a couple of years. So tell us about. You say you've been. I don't think these were your words, Paul. I don't think you said messing around with botanicals. I think I probably put that connotation. But you've been doing stuff with botanicals for the past few years. What does that mean, and what does that mean to this gin, to this Nantwich? Let me just hold this up. To this, it's very light now. To this Nantwich gin, what role does kind of the botanicals and your job, what you've been doing, play in this?
Well, my job's consultancy in horticultural crops, and as part of that, I've been involved in vertical farms, so giving advice to people that are thinking about producing them, making them, and building them. And actually got involved in a really large project in Lincolnshire last year and the year before that. So we basically built the world's largest vertical farm, and it was a high care facility.
Tell us, just tell us all what a vertical farm is when we use the word vertical farm, because we all drink gin. So some of us drink it, don't know anything else. That's it. We're done.
Imagine a field with one layer of crops in it.
Yeah.
This is bringing that production inside into a building and stacking up layers, so you've got lots of extra production in the same space. So it's utilizing space better. It's utilizing water and nutrients and all the inputs that crops need to get them to a high standard, high quality, which we all expect, in a confined space, and giving the plants everything they need and improving the flavour and the quality of them and the nutritional impact of the product when it's available to the consumer. So
what insight did that give you, or did the supporting helped you in creating this gin? Because this is I think we need to know about the botanicals. You're going to tell us what's in it and then talk about how what you do has contributed towards it, because it is a tasty gin.
I think it leads naturally to producing the components of the gin all year round instead of buying some of the ingredients dried and from overseas. We wanted to have access to botanicals that are fresh and produced all year round in the UK. So that was part of the reasoning. And we think by using different lighting regimes, you can actually increase some of the useful compounds inside the plant. And I'll stop there.
Yep.
Did you feel that you bordered on specialist knowledge? Did you feel that you took to that? But it's really interesting that experience that you've been doing in your day job, that insight. You feel that has informed, or has that informed your decision making around the botanicals that you use, where you get them from, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it doesn't replace all the botanicals because it's very difficult to grow juniper in a building and intensify production on it, for example. But for some of the more intricate components, like lemon thyme in our case, we can grow that under lights all year round, and we can grow it outside. We can also grow it out of season to produce more foliage if we need it.
What's in it? Holly, come on, head distiller. What's in it? List them off.
All right, so you've got the traditional juniper, coriander seeds, angelica root, cardamom pods, as you were reading about the other day.
Yes, it was.
Rose hips, rose petals, lavender, orris root powder. Oh, well, there's two more. What are they? Lemon thyme.
I was going to say lemon. Yeah, lemon thyme.
Oh, was that pink peppercorns? Oh,
yeah. It's a very full, complex gin, isn't it? I mean, how do you describe it when you talk about it to new customers, and how do you describe it as a gin? What's your description?
Very juniper heavy, a little bit of spice from the cardamom, and floral undertones, I guess. And also the lemon thyme kind of bounces out at you as well.
Yeah, I think the lemon thyme is really clear. And actually, I gave some to my mum the other day, and which is slightly wide justification of it's 50 ml shorter than it would normally be. And she got really clear rose at the end. She thought it had a really nice rose finish to it as well. So it's I mean, is it what you're drinking now? Or are we on something else? Are we sick of drinking our own?
No. Not yet.
So where was the having living as I live in Nantwich, I've grown up in Nantwich, when did you decide, of all the towns, of all of the names, there's lots of local gins, there's lots of gins with different names across the country, why did you land on Nantwich Gin?
Natural.
Yeah, I mean, I was born in Nantwich anyway, so we moved away, and we've done lots of different jobs between us, and we didn't really expect to come back to Cheshire, but when we did, we thought, well, we really like Nantwich anyway, and there was a sort of gap in the market, as you might think. Yeah. So we thought, well, we like the town, so this is
what's happened?
Nothing. We got you.
Green's gone crazy. Hang on.
So we thought it was the natural choice really for us.
And it's everyone's saying I'm blaming it on my mum. The bottle has gone down. Yeah, she's just one of my justifications as to why this has decreased. The other one is the taste and the enjoyment of the drink itself. So I agree with you. I think Nantwich It was, we moved away and then moved back a few years ago when the gin, 5 years ago when the gin boom really got going and was peaked, if it has. Agree with you about Nantwich. Nantwich has plenty of places to go and drink, as well as a beautiful, quaint, historic market town, which does look like a very good representation of Nantwich. I feel like we need to be on like the tourist board. Should be the Nantwich Museum talking about this, doing some sort of promo. But as I said the other day, you have come at this with a gin lovers and a taste and attention to detail, and all of your experience, Paul, is obvious in this gin. I think I was really kind of extra chuffed that it was on my doorstep. I mean, if you talk about easy access to gin, I don't think I can get easier than this. But you can tell it's been a labour of love and had attention to detail in it. So how many rounds over the past 2 years, how many versions have you been through to get to this version? What version number is this?
That's a question.
Normally about 14.
It's been at least 50. But there has,
50 or 15?
50. 50. It's taken a while. It's there was a lot of stress, a lot of love and a lot of stress behind it. We had a day where the still exploded.
No.
Okay. It's been a lot, but I wanted to get it as perfect as possible. So
yeah, and I know. I mean, I recognise plenty of the names on here who are watching. That this is going to go down very well because this is a memorable gin. So as I said to you in my message on Instagram, please make sure you save me another bottle of this batch because I want to buy one of those. Please. So how's launch been? Because it was only last Friday. The excitement of this was it was only last week. How's it gone? Is it more in the county, in the town? Have you done more stuff nationally, regionally? How's it gone?
It's been crazy because we had our crowdfunding campaign first, and then that's when everybody could make their pre-orders, and then we launched, and all these orders came in, and we've only just stopped packing and sending off. So that's literally been the weekend, and the last few days has been just packing boxes.
And welcome to the world, because this, when I saw you the other day, I was like, this is it now. This labor of love, you've made it, and now it is selling it and getting it out there. And like every distiller and producer always say, I'm at the markets, I'm getting messages at whatever time of night about the order that somebody placed 2 hours ago. Yeah. Where is it? As I remind all of the membership lot, we're not on Amazon Prime.
Yep. Yeah.
But it's gone well. So launch has gone well so far.
Yeah.
Are you talking to, in terms of sales channels? Because I was thinking about Cheerbrooks the other day for you guys. Have you been speaking to who live just next door but one to us actually? Have you been talking to the farm shops or any independent retailers yet?
Yeah, we've been chatting to local places around town, and there's plans in the works. Good.
I'm not surprised. Every town that has its own gin or city is always every retailer is always very proud to represent their own, to have their own products. And then I think the thing that I think will differentiate you is you'll get repeat purchases. And not saying that others don't, but this is not going to rely on the fact that I've gone into consultant mode. This is not going to rely with the business mode. They rely on the fact that it's a local gin with a local name, because Nantwich won't. One of the members on here, Rachel, lives in Bexley Heath, so she's bloody miles away. So Nantwich won't mean anything to her, but this is a kind of when you taste it, you're going to come back to it. On that subject, what are we doing about minis? Because I know minis are a pain in the bum generally. Are they in your plan? Are they not in your plan? What are you thinking on the mini front?
We're looking at them for the next batch.
Right. Okay. So, which is what at the rate it's going so far. The rate that I'm drinking it will be what in a few days' time. Another batch.
Definitely this month. Yeah.
Is it brilliant? God, that's good, isn't it? And how many bottles were in your first batch?
498, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're so proud of yourselves. That's brilliant. Great show on my own. So what's the vision? I mean, this is a big question, right, Holly? But what's the vision for this? Is this market leading? Is this retail? Is this supermarkets? Is this what do you want to do? Are we just seeing how week into launch? Are we just seeing how this lands?
Seeing how it goes for now. We've got a few plans for gin number 2 and possibly gin number 3, but I think that'll be next year. Christmas next year.
As we've got about 27 days to go before the end of the year. Gin number 2.
No, end of next year, please.
So can you give us any hints about gin number 2, or rather, what's your kind of botanical preferences? What sort of stuff do you like? What flavor profiles do you like that you'll make to? What's your ethos? That's stuff that's important to you when you're making a gin.
Definitely keep it as floral as possible.
Okay.
Always keep those floral undertones. Because I mean, Nantwich, there's a lot of Nantwich in bloom, around the town. So when I moved here, that stood out to me. So there's got to be floral elements in it. I think keeping it juniper heavy is quite important because it's traditional, I guess. Gin number 2 will be a bit spicier and will be based around a significant Nantwich historical event, and that is all I would say.
So like general knowledge, Nantwich history. I'm rubbish at general knowledge, and despite living here, know nothing about Nantwich. I feel awful. Well, that's very exciting. I know that the spice. So you're obviously gin lovers, right? So does this mean that we're not going to see, you're maybe not a lover of shimmery stuff or bright colours, or is it you don't know where the future takes you? We'll see what the market's doing, that sort of stuff.
Possibly see what the market's doing. We're not the biggest lovers of flavoured gin, but we're not ruling it out completely because I know that the market is there's a high demand for flavoured gins. So
there is indeed, yeah, there is. And actually Nantwich, Nantwich itself has got quite a young population because it's got the 6th form, it's got the university not far away, it's got the college as well. And I don't know, is student night still on a Tuesday?
I don't know.
You're closer to it than I am, but still, it's been a while. Okay, so Min is in the new year, potentially another gin in progress.
Mm-hmm.
Batch number 2 is going to be ordered this year for delivery January, maybe.
Be in January,
probably,
yeah. Launch.
Be in January. Excellent. Anything else you need to tell us? So we've got Debs in the team as well.
Do you want me to go and find her?
No.
Shouting no.
Actually, no. Anything else?
We got to go with these trends, haven't we? And also we want to try and keep that connection between natural flavours and also the historical parts of the town and the surrounding area. So it's just trying to keep that fusion going, really.
So just tell us a bit about the historical link, because I remember reading something. It's not on your bottle, but I remember reading something on your website about a chap who I want to call John.
Yes,
that's right.
Take it away.
John Gerard, who was a botanist and had a herb garden in London, and he wrote basically a botanical textbook that was very prominent at the time. So we've referenced that through Nantwich Museum, and we're in touch with them about certain historical events. They're running a great series of presentations at the moment on a Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday.
I love that. Free advertising.
So it's Tudor era, and characters within that. Yeah. Joseph Priestley and discoverer of oxygen, and all the things that we've sort of come across as we've gone along. We want to try and sort of meld those into the gin and the story about Nantwich.
So that's really kind of really nice and reassuring to hear, because it can be so easy for you to just make a gin and put Nantwich gin on it because someone hasn't done it yet. Make something, stick the word Nantwich on it, and the local community in South Cheshire will go, oh, it's made nearby, it's from Nantwich. But actually the fact that you are working with the museum and you're learning, as I guess we all are, you might know a lot anyway, but you're learning about the region or the town and applying that to the gin, not many people do that. Not many, many people in this space usually go, well, I'm going to make it here, so I'll call it something to do with here. But actually to take inspiration from the region and apply it into the product and the branding, I think is a really smart move.
Yeah, the same applies to the label, because we wanted to sort of depict Nantwich as it is in the Tudor era. So we've been working with a local artist for some time, Yuri Borski, who's kindly helped us with the design of that. And it's not one particular building in Nantwich, it's just a sort of, again, a fusion of building types and the Tudor architecture. And then, the flavours behind it and the historical links to John Gerard, etc. So it's our attempt to fuse everything together and really, yeah, she's going to force them.
So, well, actually, so whilst you're pouring, what is the perfect? Now there's the perfect serve, and then there's a your perfect serve, and the two might not be the same thing. But I realised that I didn't ask you this question in my fit of excitement, you dropping it off to me the other day. What I didn't realise was I didn't ask you what the perfect serve was. I just kind of made whatever I fancied. So, what is the perfect serve, and what is your perfect serve, and are they the same?
Okay. I think they're similar. We really like it with original Fever Tree, but it does go quite well with Mediterranean as well.
Yeah.
We're kind of, I guess we're traditionalists and don't really like to garnish it, but I think it would go well with like lemon peel, possibly some sweet orange peel as well, maybe.
I think it can handle lemon, orange, or grapefruit, personally.
Yeah, that's about it. What did you have it with?
So I've had it with Elixir Indian Tonic, which is a really nice tonic. But I only had it with this actually because I haven't put all of my skinny light tonics in the fridge. But I would. That's the only reason tonight, is that I've got an ice ball in it. But I haven't put my skinny tonics in the fridge. But actually, I think the other day I did have it with a skinny tonic and with grapefruit, which I thought was really good because the grapefruit and the pink peppercorn go really well together, and that's one of my favorite kind of flavor profiles. But tonight I got it with some sherbet lemon garnish, which just adds like a little zingy thing to it. We're getting some comments. Lottie saying, "I love the cat on the label." Lottie, I've only just noticed that the Cheshire cat, and you've got your Cheshire Botanicals.
We have
the face.
Come here.
She's just getting the cat.
This is our Cheshire cat. Please don't run away. This is Thor.
But what's her name?
Thor, God of Thunder.
Thor.
He's a rescue cat. We didn't name him.
Yeah. What's wrong with Thor? Nothing's wrong with the
name. In case
you
were wondering.
Nothing's wrong with it at all. So we like, for those that don't know, obviously there's the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. Is that where Cheshire Cat started?
Yeah.
It feels like it's on that. And Nantwich has a pub called the Cat. Is it still called the Cat? It was the Cat and it wasn't the Cat. Is it still the Cat now?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
One of those changes names, I think. And that actually does look like the entrance to the doorway to the Cat. And your Cheshire Botanicals, the Cheshire Cat kind of logo on the back there. Very nice. So yeah, skinny tonic. Garnish. I like a garnish, but yours doesn't need a garnish. And a good gin doesn't need no gin should need a garnish, nor should it need a specific type of tonic either. But a skinny tonic and as I say, lemon, grapefruit, orange, it can handle it all. I think maybe some rose petals. You could do that as well if you fancied it. Some juniper. You could actually fill a glass with garnish, gin, and tonic. Maybe that's the an end of the night situation when you're just kind of emptying all of your garnishes.
It's quite nice as a sipping gin, though. I've got to say.
Just what neat, right?
Smooth.
Just yeah.
It can handle anything. This gin. It doesn't need tonic. It's so incredibly smooth. Just with a straw. Some of my members will just put a straw in it and not bite an eyelid. Obviously, give them a mini. They just pop one of these Wise Sip glass straws in and think they're away.
Glass straws, that's cool.
Oh yeah. Martin says, I agree, no garnish is needed, but I put a piece of citrus peel in. Yeah, it's nice. Art Fella Distiller on the live. Hi, Pauline. So We've got lots happening in the new year. We've got potential new gins. We've got a second batch coming up. We've got some minis on the horizon, maybe. We're going to see how launch goes, or has gone and continues to go. Let me have your website URL where people can buy it.
Botanicals.co.uk.
Now, here's a question. Why did you call yourself Cheshire Botanicals and not Nantwich Gin.co.uk?
Honestly, it just kind of happened.
Should I give you the answer for next time someone asks you that question?
Yeah, what's the answer?
Yeah.
Expansion, potential plans, don't have to stay in gin.
Yeah.
Botanical blends, vodka, rums, liqueurs. I know that's the real answer. I know that's what you were going to do anyway. So CheshireBotanicals.co.uk, and I think Rachel's website is really smart. Rachel, just to warn you, Rachel's a right shopper. She'll be like on it in a second. I'm on the site as we speak. Got 2 of the members.
Nice.
How do I find it? Ladies, what I'm going to say is go get it, because even if we do a little special thing for members, it'll be January and you would have drank this bottle by then anyway. So just go and get this one. That's the approach I'm taking with it. Right then, folks. We need to announce the winner. Wait a minute. I think this is the winner here. Can you remember the name I told you, Paul? You wrote it down, didn't you?
I wrote it down. It's
Laura
Gregg.
This is. I think that's Laura.
Congratulations.
I think Laura Gregg was the winner. So I hope it's the same. I hope it's the same Laura.
Sorry.
Stop it.
I've now just written Laura Gregg, you are the winner. So I have just replied to the Laura who won. I just replied and wrote, "You are the winner." So hopefully she's gone, yay! And has gone. So if you could DM Cheshire Botanicals with your address, even better if you're in Cheshire. How awesome would that be?
Yeah.
Then they will get a very special bottle out to you. Right. Anything else we need to know? Anything else we should know about Cheshire Botanicals and the team and the gin before we let everyone get on with their Wednesday evening?
You think?
There's still first batch bottles available, so get them while you can.
Yes, we want. Where is mine? We want batch number 1 on it. First batch bottles, and was it 42? How much does that cost?
Oh yeah, 42.
And they're 70 centilitres, aren't they? There we go. Nice and premium, literally nice and premium. Very nice. Right then, well, we'll leave everybody to their Wednesday evening. I'll thank you very much. Cheers, folks. Cheers.
Cheers.
And if you're not already, please go and follow Cheshire Botanicals on Instagram. Go and give their page and their Facebook page a like and some love at Cheshire Botanicals. And we will see you up. Oh, thanks, Laura. No problem, Laura says lovely live. Thank you. Our pleasure. It's like a bloody public service, isn't it? It's like a duty. Right, everybody. We'll see you later. Cheshire Botanicals team, stay there. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. We'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.